Today, we're talking about the benefits of learning English. And honestly, it opens up so many opportunities. When you learn English, you can connect with people from all over the world and communicate more easily in different situations. It's not just a language. It's a tool that helps you access more information and understand different cultures. I feel like it really helps you broaden your perspective.
That's so true. English is everywhere. You see it online, in movies, in music. When you understand it, you can take in content directly without needing translation. That means you don't miss important details. It also helps you keep up with global trends and stay informed. Without English, you kind of miss out on a lot of useful knowledge.
Exactly. And I think one of the biggest advantages is in education. A lot of high-quality materials are in English. When you learn the language, you can gain access to better resources, take online courses, and even study abroad. It really helps you move forward academically and build new skills.
Right. And it also makes a difference in your career. Many companies expect employees to have a good command of English. If you can speak it well, you can apply for better jobs and even work internationally. It gives you a competitive advantage and helps you stand out from others in the job market.
Yeah, and beyond work and study, it also builds confidence. When you learn a new language, you start to express yourself more clearly and feel more comfortable in different environments. It's challenging at first, but once you get the hang of it, it becomes really rewarding.
Another benefit I've noticed is how learning English helps you think in a different way. It's not just about translating words. You actually start to form ideas differently and look at things from another angle. Sometimes I even catch myself switching between languages depending on the situation. It feels like your brain becomes more flexible, and you can process information faster over time.
That's a great point. Learning English can really boost your cognitive skills. You have to memorize vocabulary, understand grammar, and put sentences together correctly. All of that trains your brain. It's like a workout. You gradually build up your mental strength. And the more you practice, the easier it becomes to pick up new skills in general.
Exactly. And I've also noticed it improves memory. When you try to recall words and phrases, you're constantly using your brain. Over time, that helps you retain information better. It's not just about language. It affects how you learn other things too. You become more focused and more patient.
True. And another advantage is confidence in communication. At first, people are afraid to speak because they might make mistakes. But once you start practicing and get used to speaking, you become more confident. You stop worrying about perfection and focus on expressing your ideas. That shift really helps you open up in conversations.
Yeah, and I think that's important. Learning English teaches you not to be afraid of mistakes. Instead, you learn to keep going, improve step by step, and enjoy the process. Over time, you realize that communication matters more than perfection, and that mindset can help you in many areas of life.
I also think learning English makes traveling much easier. When you go abroad, you can get around more easily and ask for directions without stress. You don't have to rely on others all the time. Even simple things like ordering food or checking into a hotel become easier. It gives you a sense of independence because you can handle situations on your own.
Yeah, and it also helps you interact with locals and other travelers. Instead of just visiting places, you can actually have real conversations and learn more about the culture. That makes your experience richer. You're not just seeing things, you're understanding them. It's a completely different level of travel.
Exactly. And I've noticed that it also helps you build connections. When you speak English, you can make friends from different countries and stay in touch with them. It's amazing how language can bring people together. you start to feel more connected to the world, not just your own environment.
That's true. And even online, English helps you join global communities. Whether it's forums, courses, or social media, you can take part in discussions and share your ideas. Without English, it's harder to fully engage with international content. But once you understand it, a whole new world opens up.
Yeah, it really changes how you see things. You're no longer limited to one language or one perspective. You can explore more, learn more, and grow more. In a way, learning English helps you step out of your comfort zone and become more open-minded.
Another benefit is how English helps you improve your access to technology. Most apps, websites, and software are originally in English. So when you understand the language, you can use tools more effectively and figure things out on your own. You don't have to wait for translations or simplified versions. It makes learning new platforms much faster.
Yeah, especially in fields like programming or digital work. A lot of tutorials and documentation are in English, so if you understand it, you can learn directly from the source. That helps you pick up technical skills much quicker. Without English, people often have to rely on limited resources, which can slow them down.
Exactly. And it also helps with problem solving. When you run into an issue, you can search for solutions online and understand explanations without difficulty. That saves a lot of time. Instead of getting stuck, you can work your way through problems step by step and keep improving.
Right, and I think it also helps with creativity. When you understand English, you can take in ideas from different cultures and combine them in new ways. Whether it's writing, design, or business, you can come up with better ideas because you have more input and inspiration.
It really expands your possibilities. You're not limited to one source of information. You can explore, learn, and create freely. In that sense, English is not just a language. It's a tool that helps you grow in different areas and unlock more opportunities.
I think another important benefit is how learning English helps you build discipline. It's not something you master overnight. You have to stay consistent, practice regularly, and put in effort even when it feels difficult. That process teaches you patience and persistence. Over time, you learn how to stick to a routine and not give up easily.
That's true. Learning a language really pushes you out of your comfort zone. You have to deal with mistakes, try again, and keep improving. That mindset can help you in other areas too. Once you get used to facing challenges, you become more confident in your ability to handle difficult situations.
Exactly, and I think it also helps you set clear goals. For example, you might want to improve your speaking, expand your vocabulary, or understand movies without subtitles. When you work towards those goals, you start to see real progress, and that motivates you to keep going.
Right, and progress is what keeps people motivated. Even small improvements can boost your confidence and make you feel like you're moving forward. That's why it's important to track your progress and recognize how far you've come. It makes the whole journey more rewarding.
I think another powerful benefit is how English helps you build a global mindset. When you understand the language, you start to see the world differently. You're exposed to new ideas, opinions, and ways of thinking. Instead of being limited to one perspective, you can take in different viewpoints and form your own opinion. That really helps you grow mentally.
Yeah, and it also improves how you communicate your thoughts. When you learn English, you learn to organize your ideas clearly and express them effectively. That skill is useful everywhere, in school, at work, or even in everyday conversations. Being able to get your point across clearly is a huge advantage.
Exactly. And I've noticed it also helps with confidence in public speaking. When you practice English, you often need to speak up, even if you're not perfect. Over time, you become more comfortable with it and learn to handle nervous situations better. That confidence can carry over into other areas of your life too.
That's true. And another thing is that English allows you to access international opportunities that wouldn't be available otherwise. Whether it's studying abroad, working remotely, or collaborating with people from different countries, the language helps you take part in global experiences.
Yeah, and I think that's what makes it so valuable. It's not just about learning words, it's about expanding your life. When you learn English, you give yourself the chance to grow beyond your limits, explore new paths, and become more open to the world around you.